Hello my gorgeous people in it. My name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and these are your weekly horoscope tarot card readings, and they are going to be for the air signs of the zodiac, which are Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. Gemini, Libra and Aquarius, this is for you, and it's in between the 31st of January and the 6th of February 2022, and I am going to start with my gorgeous Gemini. Gemini, do you know what? It's actually quite a lot about the certain, the idea that is going to come to you. But this idea that is going to come to you this week is like, my Lord, it's having a really kind of big importance about it when it comes to you, when it comes to your life, but also when it comes to like a very strong connection with the past. So it's pretty much so specifically what you wanted to achieve, what you wanted to do, what you were planning, but it kind of got stuck in the process, over the last 24 to 36 months in particular. So there is going to be like a kind of like the revision of the certain plan, you see, the revision of the certain plan. So you will know kind of what to do, but you will not know what to do completely or exactly, but your own spiritual essence is going to be guiding you. You're going to feel something so strong, so powerful, so significant within, and this in itself is going to be like a part of your powerful spiritual enlightenment at the same time, which is going to reflect on you like a feeling like, ooh la la, I want to do this, I want to do that. It's just about this strength and power that you will feel within. On one hand, you will feel like you have a control over certain situations in your life that were like kind of holding you back beforehand. So this is something really important to pay attention to, because it's about the actual, new important plan, but it's not the actual new plan. It's just basically you feeling so much different, and that, the different feeling that you're going to feel, this is coming from your own vibration, which is at the same time going to motivate you. So it's going to feel like a new plan basically, but it's to do with things that you kind of got stuck with. It's to do with things that you want to move on with your life when it comes to, your achievements, when it comes to like future planning and things like that. This is going to be really important moment. So it's all about a new plan, but specifically also when it comes to the last 7 to 8 months, this was like really kind of like a slowing you down, in particular, specifically over the last 7 to 8 months. This was affecting you so much without even realizing how much this was actually affecting you. So this will mean to you quite a lot, because as soon as you kind of give a credit to yourself, the more inspired you are going to be, the more hope you are going to have, the more confidence you are going to have over those situations in your life that were slowing you down, in particular when it comes to feeling uncertain efforts as well. So now this is when your spirit is guiding you, when your feelings are guiding you, when your emotions are guiding you. So you will know by the bravery that you are going to feel, you will get to know your own capacity. And I really like this, because there is going to be quite a sacred answer within this capacity that you are going to feel. And your own capacity is your own energy. Your own capacity is the time when you really allow your vibration, your powerful vibration, to take over. And the only time when you can allow your powerful vibration to take over is like when you really kind of like do things like strictly 1,000,000% only those things that make sense to you, and only those things that make you feel happy, only those things that make you feel excited, only those things that make you really inspired. So this is what you need to pay attention to, because it's all about your own bravery, but also your own strength, to kind of step towards the direction that you're uncertain like how the things are going to unfold. But then again, this is your power, this is your spiritual candle. Light it, baby. It's time, it's important. But at the same time, you're also going to have a very interesting message from somebody who is like pretty much so very connected to you, somebody who is like in your life, somebody who is like a prominent person in your life, like a family member, or somebody who's like means to you so much, like really great friend. They are going to give you a very important message as well, and that message that you're going to have, it's really kind of going to open your eyes so much about the possibilities that you didn't know existed, about the the possibilities that you didn't know that they would attract you, you know, about the possibilities that you didn't know that they would like kind of mean to you so much. So this is worth to pay attention to as well, because it's going to come from someone who knows you really well, from somebody who knows your path, for somebody who understands you, you know. So this is the time to like really pretty much so to kind of like try to realize what this is, because there is a lot about your own passion that you're going to realize through this as well. On another hand, you're also like kind of going to find yourself pretty much so at around the midweek. You see, I really like the midweek because you are going to have such a mind-blowing experience, very, very meaningful experience you are going to have at around the midweek, my gorgeous Gemini, and I like this so much. This is going to pretty much so, this meaningful experience that you are going to have is just it's to do with your own satisfaction, it's to do with your own accomplishment, it's to do also like pretty much so about realization how important it is to take care of ourselves, but also how important it is to give credit to ourselves. The more we give credit to ourselves, the more we give credit to our weirdness, the more we give credit to our unique selves, you know, the more we are going to succeed in life. So it is also going to be like at around the message that you're going to get at around the midweek, my gorgeous Gemini, and that message is really going to make you feel so good because you waited for this for a long time, you waited for this for a while. So it's to do with things that you were working on, you know, and it's something that you have been waiting and waiting and waiting, blah la la, like a waiting game is a little bit over. So this in itself is going to be very meaningful experience to you, because you know the satisfaction, there is a rather vavavoom-ish, mind-blowing satisfaction that you are going to feel as well. And once you feel that satisfaction about your own achievement, you know, this is going to get to help you to get to know things about yourself that you kind of did know before, but most importantly it's going to kind of bring you closer, you know, to yourself. This is your time when you're spiritually coming back to yourself, you're spiritually coming back home to yourself and giving credit to yourself and realizing something so important. Here you're going to realize something so significant, something mind-blowing and something rather life-changing. You are going to find yourself at the same time on a really important new beginning as well, without you even realizing this, you know. This is like going to be almost like a little bit adventurous, you know, but you know, to make things a little bit more like weird, of course, you know, this is going to cause a little bit of emotional confusion. It's going to be like, oh my god, you know, because there is going to be a really big element of surprise here. And you know, it's like on one hand it's what you expected, is this achievement and accomplishment, but on another hand this is going to bring a very interesting element of surprise. And that is like kind of going to get, you know, certain things that are really kind of mind-blowing, and they have got nothing to do with your life in particular, nothing to do with your personal life, but there are certain informations that you're going to get all hold of, and it's going to be like, oh my god. And this is going to cause a little bit of emotional confusion, purely because, you know, you will realize that, you know, you need to stay on your own path, but it's going to be a bit spiritually knotted at the moment. But that doesn't matter. When I say spiritually knotted, when you're kind of paying attention to the closed future, to the future that is very kind of near future, you know, it is just an element of like kind of weirdness and darkness that you're not too sure how you're going to kind of go through. But if you don't jump in the water, you will never learn how to swim. But sometimes, and especially in situations like this, what you need to do, what you have to do, what you must do, it's swimming a little bit against the current. Rather important indeed. And this is going to create a little bit of emotional confusion, because you're just most certainly going to kind of find out something absolutely ludicrous, and it's nothing to do with your life in general, but it's to do with things around you, things outside. But then that in itself is going to be beneficial for you at the end of the day, because it is just going to push you towards the right direction, where it's just like kind of be like, oh my god, a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult, a little bit spiritually noted, but you will know that this is where your energy is taking you. So this is important to pay attention to, because there are going to be all sorts of signs as well. Pay attention to number 777, and pay attention to number 333, and pay attention to numbers 111, because at around these numbers, when you see these numbers, you know, throughout this week, you know, you can just also at the same time expect a very important solution to the problem that that was really numbing your mind, you know, the problem that was slowing you down, that problem at that right time, it's something that you need to really kind of understand that there is going to be an important solution soon after that moment in time. So this is the way your own spirituality is going to be speaking to you, but it's at the same time, this is going to be a guiding light. On another hand, you need to remember, my gorgeous Gemini, that there is a problem, like a little problem, like with some kind of like also maybe somebody very close to you. You need to kind of like, my lord, you know, there may be like a certain people around you and certain people very close to you, like maybe certain family members or really close friends have been like a pretty much so misled with something so much, and you are having such a difficult time because, and you are going to have a little bit of difficult time here purely because, you know, you have got a different opinions, you know, so much. And now I just really pretty much so I'm trying to ask you nicely to try to kind of like really stay on top of things and try to understand that, you know, these people who are so close to you, they're important to you. And they mean to you, they're significant. So you must not let this to kind of like take the better of you in a bad way, in such a way where you can just like kind of like have a really bad argument, which is like completely unnecessarily. So it's just try to kind of stay on top of things and try to be like a mature about a certain problem, because I think that you're going to be challenged by somebody who's so close to you, so important to you, like a family member or like a partner or a great friend. But then again, at the same time, you just need to understand that, you know, you have got such a different opinions. They don't mean evil, they don't mean bad, they don't mean negative, but they've just been like kind of maybe misled with some kind of situation or something here, and then they're projecting this on you, but then you're just having a completely different opinion. So try to be as mature as you possibly can about it, because, you know, try to express your opinion, but then at the same time try to be kind of like a really try to be okay about it, try to not to argue. This is very important, because, you know, if you get this right, if you kind of like try to understand that it's just a difference of opinions, you know, not that long after that time, you know, a few days later, there is you know, this stagnation, I would probably call it. It's just going to start clearing itself off. But if you try to be negative, it's like, oh, try to like shout back or scream back or like try to kind of be aggressive or something. I'm not saying that you would be, but I'm just saying that then that would be one step backwards. So try to kind of stay on top of things, okay, because you just most certainly have different opinions. On another hand, you know, this is the time when you should really understand that you have to move into your true self, okay, rise above the darkness. The light is most certainly going to be there. Okay, so now, my gorgeous Gemini, I'm just going to see what is going to be a tarot card, okay. Oh, bam, ba-da-da-da-dum, bam, bam, dun, da-da-da-da-da, dun, 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 da-da-da-da. This is brilliant. It's all about a new start. It's all about a new beginning. It's all about la-la-la, enthusiasm, optimism, feeling yourself again, baby. Try to see where this is going to take you. You're being guided. Gemini, this is important. You are being guided through your own optimism, through your own enthusiasm, through your own reason, vibration. Make the most of it, my gorgeous Gemini. You are being guided. You are going to see the path, and that path is going to be rather mind-blowing. You will not even understand how much is actually going to come out of it. You will not even understand and realize that there will be an opportunity, very, very important opportunity, and that opportunity is going to show yourself through your own optimism, through your own being excited, you know. So these are the feelings and emotions that you need to pay attention to, because it's going to revive you in so many different ways. You are going to find yourself on a new beginning, but at the same time, new path, new opportunity, but at the same time, this is going to be really delicious in many different ways. But at the same time, what you need to remember is that you're not going to become aware of the whole large scale of this, where this is going to take you. It's going to be like, ooh la la, really, really great indeed. So this is something that most certainly, this is a fantastic card when it comes to you. And your oracle card also, let's see the oracle card. Your oracle card, my gorgeous Gemini. Gratitude. You see this. You should really focus this week on those things that makes you feel good about yourself. Focus, sorry, Focus on those things that are making you grow. Focus on those things that make you feel good. Focus on those things that make you feel inspired. But also at the same time, do not forget to give a credit to yourself in such a sense where you kind of like try to a little bit kind of focus on things that you have achieved and give a credit to yourself, because there is going to be very interesting resolution to your problem that you are going to get through that way as well this week. So this is important indeed. Okay, so the next sign that the next sign that I'm going to be talking about, the next air sign that I'm going to be talking about, sorry, gosh, too much water. The next sign that I'm going to be talking about is going to be my gorgeous Libra, my beautiful Libra. This is in between the 31st of January and the 6th of February 2022. You know, you are gonna feel a little bit like a little bit of pressure. You are gonna feel this week at the beginning of the week just like a little bit of stress. Sorry, I'm not being dark Lala, but it's not gonna be the whole week like that. But this week is really important because you will go through something like, oh my lord, something really weird and bizarre. But then again, at the same time, you know, the last part of this week, it's going to bring you a very important path. You're gonna stumble upon very important path right in front of you, and this is gonna happen in such a way where you will just know, oh my god, this is where I want to invest my energy. This is where I want to invest my life. This is where I want to this is what I want to use my precious vibration towards, you know. This is what I want to manifest, you know, and things like that. So this is why this week is going to be super important. But don't get me wrong, you know, a bit of dark Lala comes in and out, you know, of course she does, you know, but it's like overburdened feeling and pressure that you're gonna feel this week at the beginning of the week. But at the same time, this is going to be your key. At the same time, this is going to be a sign. So you need to see within the first 2 or 3 days, why do you feel like so stressed and why do you feel such a pressure? Because, you know, my babies, at the same time, this means that you are getting your spiritual key. By getting your spiritual key, you will unlock the door in front of you. By unlocking the door in front of you, you will see what you didn't see before. You will know what you didn't know before. You will realize what you didn't realize before. And this in itself is going to change the whole picture. And this is why I'm saying that this is going to be a really big mama when it comes to this week indeed. So it's just basically about you realizing that the stress that you are feeling at the beginning of the week within the first 2 or 3 days are also a very powerful sign that that particular stress, that particular pressure that you're feeling is soon to be resolved. So this is where Big Mama comes in. So this is why this is so important. But then in another hand, you know, it's just also like about that spiritual key that I'm talking about. So you will be able to move on. So this is going to be quite good sign. And also that pressure that I'm mentioning and talking about is just a little, you know, cause so much uncertainty in your life. But at the same time, that pressure, it's also like kind of, it was like over the last 11 months in particular, it was affecting you like a big time. And sometimes you will kind of ignore it, sometimes you would move away from it. But you know, basically in life, sometimes, you know, we just have to kind of go through things until we reach this certain point, very important point. So which means that karmically you also came to an end, you know, with this part of your life. So this is absolutely brilliant. On another hand, you know, very soon after that, there is going to be a very important moment of advancement in your life. And moment of advancement, when I say this, is actually going to happen, you realizing a very powerful opportunity that it's about to arise soon as well. If you didn't go through all this, if all this hasn't been happening, if all this pressure that I've mentioned like didn't take over your life over the last 10 or 11 months, you know, you wouldn't kind of karmically get to this important point. So this is a big mama moment again, because this is going to lead towards an important opportunity that you're going to become aware of. Strong opportunity, powerful opportunity in your life, which is also at the same time going to basically be connected to the certain request, you know, which is what you're going to find quite challenging. But then again, this is you allowing your life, literally where you are right now, to go on the next stage, you know, to step through, to go on the next level, wherever you are, whether you're retired, whether you're looking for work, it doesn't really matter. This is going to be good because it's to do with your own Passion. You see, that's why this is so important, my gorgeous Libra, indeed. On another hand, what else? Like, you're gonna find yourself at around the midweek as well, like, oh my lordy lord, you know, at around the midweek, you know, in the middle of the night, something is just gonna come to you. This is very interesting. I know it's gonna be very quiet. I know it's gonna be very dark. I know you're gonna find yourself like being somewhere, like probably, you know, at home or somewhere. It is gonna be very, very peaceful. It is gonna be very unusual energy and unusual vibration. This is exactly what is going to get you thinking. This is exactly what is going to get you going, and that in itself, it's also a very powerful sign that this is the moment when you're going to realize that you're going through some kind of transformation. How are you going to know that you're going to come to transformation? Somehow, just out of the blue, something is going to come to you, a very interesting realization. You know, for the first time, something is going to come to you, like how you want to like kind of change things around, how you bored maybe of certain things around, how now suddenly you're not kind of happy with certain things around, you know. So this is gonna pretty much so going to get you to like a dig very deep within, you know, and at the same time you're gonna feel this strong essence, this strong power of you kind of changing things, moving things about, and you should be doing this, like most certainly make the most of it, because it's all about you kind of like going with this energy and going with this flow. But at the same time, when you kind of like respond to this universal, very powerful energy, very unique energy that comes every now and then, when you respond to it, you make yourself very strong and very magnetic in so many different ways. So it means that when while you're changing things around and going with this absolutely magical flow, at the same time, you know, they're going to be very precious ideas that are going to come to you, like a guidance that is going to come to you, you know, a lot that you're going to realize, and a lot is going to come to you how you want to communicate. It's also about the communication. Which communication is coming to you? Why do you want to express yourself? Who do you want to express yourself to? You know, because it looks like there is also going to be an unfinished business with somebody, through somebody, when it comes to some kind of communication. This is something that you need to kind of finish. This is something that you need to end. This is something that you need to kind of come on top of by making this, like resolving this. This is important unfinished business that you're going to need to kind of like really pay attention to, because it's also going to be an absolutely mind-blowing way out of the stagnation. You know, this is all you kind of coming out of the stagnation. I'm not saying that you were in stagnation. Don't get offended or something on me. No, I'm joking. No, it's not. I'm not saying that you've been in stagnation, but you will see that the specific aspects of your life, they're just kind of not going to make sense anymore, and you will want to kind of like really kind of protect your energy by moving on. But on another hand, you know, it is just about the actual pay attention to also like kind of like a bit of a dark lala comes in again every now and then, you know. Just pay attention to the actual someone's mask is gonna fall here, and pay attention to like someone's dishonesty. You know, you're gonna become aware of someone like that you should be very cautious about. So if someone comes around like trying to tell you something, it doesn't make sense, just make them feel like you believe or whatever. Just like kind of don't let them know your feeling. Don't let them don't make them aware of your own precious energy, but just be aware of it. If someone doesn't kind of make sense around you, trying to tell you something or trying to push something towards you and something like that, you know, just like kind of like really, you will become aware of it, and it's just something like to kind of know that this person is quite dishonest. Okay, so it's just like kind of to protect yourself. On another hand, but by the end of the week, it's all about an unexpected change. An unexpected change is going to step in, an unexpected change is going to step forward, and this change is all about you realizing, well, do you know what, this is life, you know, things are changing, things are moving on, but at the same time it's all about you accepting this. The sooner you accept this, the quicker you're going to come out of everything. The sooner you accept this, the more you're going to grow. The sooner you accept this, but this is what I was saying to you that is going to happen at the end of this week, my gorgeous Libra. And this is why this is so important. The sooner you accept this unexpected change, the sooner the part of your life is going to reveal itself, like just out of the blue, like an investment, like a powerful, mind-blowing, like ooh la la, vava vumish, like a wise investment. But in terms of not finances and money just yet, this is more about like the prominent part of your life is just going to start becoming very meaningful, very powerful, and very magical, and very inspirational, and it's going to pick you up on so many different levels. So this is what I am talking about. You will see how everything is connected. Mind-blowing week in so many different ways. I'm going to see what is going to be a tarot card, my gorgeous Libra. What is going to be a tarot card of this week? Okay, my gorgeous Libra. What is going to be a tarot card? Ooh la la. Okay, so this is a Six of Pentacles. You see this. This is like pretty much so. Pay attention to people in your life. Pay attention to people around you. I very strongly feel and I very strongly see that this is more important than ever to try to reconnect with people in your life that mean to you so much. Please try to reconnect with people in your life that means to you so much. I really do think that there is a very special message that you are going to get, very special realization, advice that you're gonna get, you know, but at the same time, you know, you just need to basically, someone needs your help. Someone is just a little bit lost and someone is a little bit uncertain who is in your life, who is around you, and this person means to you so much. But they're like a little bit lost. They're not too sure which direction to go to. They're not too sure which path to take, but you have got the answer. Not only that you have got a very powerful and healing energy that they're going to benefit from, but also you have got some kind of answer that they need. They're very, very lost, but they're not saying. So this is something that you should really be paying attention to. Sorry, it's really important indeed. So now, my gorgeous Libra, I'm just going to see what is going to be an oracle card as well. Okay, gentleness, you see this is important, you know, because, you know, I think that this is going to be like a really important week when it comes to people in your life. But also when it comes to you realizing that you're going to become aware of, like, you know, people who are important to you, like really going through things that are maybe confusing them, and they will become like a little bit stroppy, they will become like a little bit nervous, but then you must understand that this is nothing to do with you. Okay, so you must not take things personally, no matter what. So this is very important for you to remember, because this is people who are prominent figures and prominent people in your life that are just also like kind of going through, you know, things that they don't understand, but also this is like kind of affecting them in such a way where maybe they're becoming really, really worried, and maybe they will take a certain things on you. So just try to kind of be basically gentle and try to kind of try to understand this, and most certainly don't take things like basically serious, you know. And on another hand, remember to get a weight off your chest, my gorgeous Libra. You need to remember to speak with love and be heard at the same time. Communication is the key. Okay, so now the next sign that I'm going to be talking about, it's going to be my gorgeous Aquamarini. My gorgeous Aquarius, I think that you have been waiting for this moment in time for quite a long time. What you need to do is really take care of yourself in the best possible way. Reward yourself. Do something for yourself, but at the same time try to really rejuvenate yourself throughout this week, to actually just keep on like drinking as much as water you can. Try to meditate a little bit, try to ground yourself a little bit, you know, try to like kind of give a little bit of like kind of try to take care of yourself, because this is something that your body needs at the moment, and this is something that your spirit needs as well. I think throughout this week, on one hand, just kind of like make sure that you are rewarding yourself, make sure that you are rewarding your body, make sure that you're not kind of eating horrible food. I'm not saying that you're eating your horrible food, don't get me wrong, but just try to make sure that you're super like kind of healthy, and at the same time, if it's possible, try to like kind of be active as much as you possibly can as well. If you're able to be active, if you're able to exercise a little bit, you know, your balance really needs this. This is the more you really kind of like take care of yourself, my gorgeous Aquamarini, throughout this week, the more you're gonna get, you know, the more you're gonna get out of it in time to come, because you will be very busy within the next few weeks. A lot is gonna be happening. Like there is going to be really big surprise that you are going to have, and that is gonna drain your energy a little bit, but it's not negative, it's not bad, it's just something that is just gonna happen out of the blue. You know, you're gonna realize that this week something is gonna happen out of the blue. Someone is going to surprise you, and this is going to be mind-blowing moment in time, and the surprise that you are going to get is just going to throw you out of balance a little bit, because it's going to create this unexpected change as well, but it's going to be good in a good way, because now suddenly where there was nothing, there is going to be loads. Where there was nothing, there is going to be a lot of things, you know, that you will be able to use, that you will be able to understand, that you will be able to feel, that you will know. You know, this is going to inspire you so much, because at the same time it's putting end to the problem that was affecting you, and it started affecting you over the last months, pretty much so. It affected your way of thinking, it affected your way of planning, purely because it made you feel like maybe the certain part of your life scared you a little bit, like maybe like when it comes to your personal security, maybe when it comes to the personal finances and things like that. So this is something that it's actually going to have a really nice turnaround now as well. So this is what I'm talking about. So this is really important. On another hand, my gorgeous Aquamarini, you know, there is going to be a bit of a suspicion that you are going to have this week. Is just going to come with a little suspicion, you know, and this is the suspicion. The suspicion that you are going to have is just basically going to maybe make you aware of someone, and maybe make you aware of you maybe being a little bit cautious about a certain person who you can trust or who you cannot trust. I say this, my gorgeous Aquamarinis, listen to me very carefully. Keep certain things to yourself. Any ideas that you are going to have, any realizations that you are going to have, but specifically when it comes to the actual ideas, because this in itself is going to unfold towards the actual ideas when it comes to the actual determination. So it's going to start with the suspicious, and then you're going to become aware, you're going to become aware of, but this is going to be a sign to keep things to yourself, especially when it comes to this week. You want to protect yourself, you want to protect your energy, and also you don't want to drill a little hole, you know, within your energy levels where all this energy just goes, you know, and no baby, no, it doesn't work like that. So this is something you need to remember. So it's a good sign when you feel this suspicion about someone, that mask is gonna fall, there are gonna be a bit of a worms there, like hello, you know, but at the same time worms coming out saying hello, but you know, at the same time this is gonna be brilliant, because it is going to give you the greatest determination of your life. It's going to bring you the greatest initiative, Aquamarini. This is about you. This is about what you want. This is about things that make you feel good. This is about your next step. This is about your strength. It's the force that you are going to feel. It's the power, success that you will become aware of almost immediately. It's to do with your own success. That the things that you're successful at, the things that you love doing, but you are going to feel such a deep and emotional feeling at the same time. And that in itself, my babies, at around the mid this week, is going to put you on such a mind-blowing path where you're going to find yourself on this powerful spiritual quest, you know, and that is going to self-illuminate you like there is no tomorrow. You're going to have a sacred knowledge. A lot is going to be coming to you, and it's just one particular thing. Self-denial, self-denial, self-denial. What on earth are you in self-denial so much? This is going to come up, and the more honest you are with yourself, the quicker and the easier you are going to be able to move on. It is all about your own light of activation, my gorgeous Aquamarini, then and there. Just trust your intuition. Trust yourself. It's important. On another hand, and that self-denial is going to be completely connected, it's going to remind you of some kind of mistake that you've made in the past, and it's going to remind you of someone as well in your past, and that it's also going to be playing quite significant role here. But when you become aware of what you're in self-denial about, it's about moving away from the certain part of your life, and this is going to bring you success, material success. So this is also connected to you and to worries, financial difficulties and things like that. It's all gonna make sense, and it's all gonna give you a nice, beautiful spiritual slap, my gorgeous Aquamarini. And that in itself, in exactly 10 months, there is gonna be the mind-blowing moment of success when it comes to your material life, when it comes to you finding yourself in an advanced stage, but also at the same time, it's about a victory, an important, big, massive victory when it comes to when it comes to difficulties that you've been through. And this is in terms of the actual stability that you didn't feel that you had so far. So this is why this is so important. The last part of the actual week, my gorgeous Aquamarine, is, it is just like, you need to see, because someone is gonna, I know it sounds like a big dark lallish, but hey, this is important. Somebody's going to try to dominate you. Don't be dominated, because you're very strong people, you're very strong characters, but somebody's trying to dominate you, and you need to kind of cool that down a little bit. It's nothing bad, nothing horrible, but you just need to cool this down, because I can see that with that person you're going to have a bit of a disagreement, and that is going to be pretty much so like connected to like a conflicting influence. So it's just like you like pretty much so need to understand, kind of like, just don't let this person like to kind of steal your energy away to try to dominate you, because they will tell you something to do or something like that, and you're not gonna like it, and this is when you need to kind of put your foot down. This is when you need to explain yourself. This is where you need to express yourself. So it's just something to pay attention to. When somebody tries to dominate you, you need to rise on top almost immediately. It's just about like a conflicting influence in between you two, like disagreeing, but then at the same time you are allowed to disagree, you're allowed to say different, you're allowed to do things differently, but at the same time don't let someone to just unnecessarily dominate you, because they're stealing your energy then and there. So this is why this is so important. On another hand, you need to understand, my gorgeous Aquamarini, that your internal guidance is coming through very loud and clear indeed. So it's time to project your energy, okay? It's time to shine your light, but to project your energy at the same time as well towards those things that you want to kind of planning and things like that, because as soon as you do that, my lord, it's gonna take you like, oh my god, like somewhere really far, and you will see what you didn't see before. So there are the certain points that you're gonna become aware of in your future that you're gonna feel very strongly connected to, worth to pay attention to indeed. So now, my gorgeous Aquamarinis, I'm just going to see what is going to be a tarot card of the week. Okay. Oh my lord, you see this? Fantastic. I mean, what do I say? This is powerful, this is strong. It's about your inspiration, it's about your power, it's about the realization, it's about the opportunity to take this on the next level of your life, which is going to explode in the best possible way. Pay attention to what is inspiring you so much. Pay attention to what is calling you. This is about your call. This is about who you are. This is about what you should be doing. And this is about where you should be going. It's going to become clear by the end of this week. Okay, and now I'm just going to see what is going to be your oracle card, my gorgeous Aquamarini. Oh, you see, you're going to wake this week. You're going to start seeing things that you didn't see before. You did see them, but you just weren't paying attention to. There are so many beautiful things that are going to become absolutely obvious to you. Beautiful, beautiful things that are going to be shining really bright. And it's just like pretty much so in terms of your own success and things that you have achieved, this is going to bring such a nice balance into your life. There are a few inspirations that you will have. Get hold of them, my gorgeous Aquamarinis. Those few inspirations that you are going to have, they're also at the same time going to become a very integral part of your life, present moment, and your future as well. Okay, your passion is the key. Okay, just remember this. It's important indeed. Okay, my gorgeous people, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.